The reality is, again, number one, it's not the guns doing the killing, it's the people that got their hands on them. And I'm willing to bet that unless you're a combat veteran, and you might well be, the only person you may have killed might have been in combat. So you're not walking down the street shooting up a town or shooting up a school because you're having a bad day. You know how to responsibly use and store your firearms. And they're stored in a way that somebody breaking in is going to have to work to get their hands on it. However, only 1.3% of all the guns that were used in crimes were actually purchased by the guy using it. So it could have been somebody who had the gun, bought it legitimately, and then snapped. But most of the guns are being used by getting them from black market kind of stuff, thefts, straw purchases. So, gotta be willing to give somewhere. And no group wants to do it. I mean, some states, I think, did find a middle ground. And the middle ground was, okay, if you're going to sell a gun dealer has to be involved. It has to involve a background check. Is it infringing on a legitimate gun owner's rights? Maybe. I'm not so sure about that, though. I mean, if you're a legitimate gun owner, what difference does it make to you? The 4473 that's filled out as part of the transaction stays with that gun dealer until they go out of business. So it's not going anywhere. And in fact, it provides protection both for you and the other guy. So, you know, if, let's say the gun rights group was willing to say, hey, you know what? It's working in a couple of other states. Why don't we just try that as a national thing? But what are we going to get in return? Well, maybe they'll back off of something else. But you have to be willing to talk. And as long as the groups are unwilling to even consider the viewpoint of the other, nothing will happen. Here's my other political rant. Take a look at the state and national elections that have occurred. 50-50. Why? People are tired. All they're looking and seeing is the same thing. It doesn't matter whether you're Democrat or Republican, you're the same. Gun rights versus gun control. Both sides have valid points. But because they're not willing to think outside the box, nothing will change. So, where does that leave us now? Again, maybe I am an activist. But I don't like people telling me what to do because of what something somebody else did. So if somebody used a gun in a crime, all guns have to be banned. Bullshit. I'd shoot back with the only reason he got a gun was that some asshole let this guy out of prison or didn't put him in prison when he should have. And if they're willing to concede that and solve that problem, maybe we can come to an agreement somewhere else. I mean, think about this. I've heard it from numerous people, and I agree with them to a huge extent. Why is a silencer a weapon? Everyone that's gotten their hands on a suppressor will tell you, you can still hear it. Why is it not just an accessory like anything else? Kind of going off on a tangent there, but you want to give something and you want to get something, you got to do a little horse trading. So, having said all that, the gun rights guys versus the gun control guys, until you're willing to even open up your ears and minds, nothing will change. And as long as that happens, I'm going to be with the gun rights group, meaning I'm not giving jack shit until I see something coming my way that's reasonable. All right. Now, having said all that, let me end it with my normal text call, 919-808-6480. Check out our website at quarterhorsearms.com. You can email to info@quarterhorsearms.com. And as always, I'm Alan with Quarter Horse Arms in Snow Camp, North Carolina. You guys have a great day and be safe out there.